Hello Rhinos, and today we're making steak with asparagus and mushrooms. I can't wait to eat this. Let's get into it. My name is John Collett, and in March 2018 I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and within 6 months I managed to reverse my condition naturally, and I'm really passionate about helping you do exactly the same. So this week we're going to be cooking sirloin steak, sliced mushrooms and asparagus. I can't wait. Let's get into it. The reason I wanted to do this one is because I wanted to show you how easy it is to have delicious food really quickly. Okay, so if you're thinking you don't have time to cook real food and all of that, we're going to put that myth to bed. So first of all, we're going to start with our prep. Now the other good thing about this, I should say before we go, it's all done with one pan in a skillet. Minimum cleaning up later, we all like that. Now we're going to start off with asparagus. Just before we get started, I'm going to tell you all about the fantastic world of asparagus and why this is so good for type 2 diabetics. So first of all, it's a prebiotic, which means it's great for your health of your body, your gut, and keeping inflammation down. It's a K foliate, which is really good for lots of other things involving numbers and energy. I know I find all of these things boring, so I'm not going to bore you with it. There's also phosphorus, which means you're going to glow in the dark, which obviously is a lie. Okay, so, but yet again, it's really good for the inside of your body as well. It's a diuretic, so it's really kind to the kidneys and it's going to help you go to the toilet. And it's also going to be helpful for keeping kidney stones away. Now, when it comes to type 2 diabetics, it is really good for your chromium as well, okay? And what this means is it's really good at helping with your insulin resistance. Now, when you want to reverse your type 2 diabetes, you gotta see lowering your blood sugar and dealing with your insulin resistance as separate things, okay? So insulin resistance is all about helping the cells, helping the cells get better at receiving energy when you eat food. So when you eat food, the food gets turned into glucose, goes through your bloodstream, and then what you've got is millions and millions of cells in your body which wants to absorb the glucose for energy. And so your pancreas then produces insulin for you so it tells the cells to unlock so that they can produce that, it can receive that energy. As a type 2 diabetic, the problem we have is the cells ignore the insulin, which is known as insulin resistance, and as a result, the insulin, which is also a fat storage hormone, turns all of that insulin into fat in your body, and then you have a problem with an excess build-up of fat in your pancreas and in your liver. Your body doesn't communicate very well, and as a result, you start becoming more prone to diseases and illnesses and infections and things like that. Okay, so now we're going to prep the mushrooms. So when you start eating food or doing exercise which is going to help with your insulin resistance, what you're going to do there is it means the cells are more likely to listen to the insulin when it gets activated when you eat food, and so as a result they'll absorb the energy into your cells instead. So you see, it's not just about putting foods in your body which is low in sugar or processed sugar, saturated fat, which is what happens when you eat real food. But it also, when you do exercise and you eat certain foods or you do intermittent fasting, it's also going to help with your insulin resistance. And there's lots of videos on my channel to help you deal with that. Now, if you like that information and you like these videos, then please give us this video a like. give a subscribe, press that notification bell, do all of those things. Now while I prep these mushrooms, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, roll the music and fast forward now. Okay guys, next step now, make sure you wash your hands because we're going to start working with the steak. Right, so before we prep the steak, what we're going to do is we're going to preheat the skillet. Now we're going to put it on a medium-high heat, okay, and we don't necessarily recommend you put anything on the skillet. That's our personal preference. Some recipes I read say put the oil on first, but we're going to put that on there. So let's prep the steak. So there's our lovely steak. Obviously, we're gonna put some oil on first, extra virgin olive oil we use. And then, now you could use black pepper, but we unfortunately are out of black pepper, so we're gonna use normal pepper on there. And we're gonna put the sea salt on there. And then we're going to rub that into the steak. This is called seasoning. There you are. Who would have ever thought I would have been doing seasoning? So next what we're going to do is we'll put this in the pan. But when we put it on the pan, we're going to put the seasoned side down on the bottom. All right? So let's get into that. Okay guys, we're going to put the steak down on the pan. Remember, we're going to put the seasoned side down flat. There we are. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Sounds good. Now we're going to season the other side. So a little bit of olive oil again. Now you want to, depending on how you want your steak, will depend on how long you put it on the pan for. So you might want to put it, this particular steak I think is going to be about 3.5 minutes. And then we're going to turn it over and do the other side. So, music. Okay guys, so what we're looking for now is the steak on this side to have changed colour. And once the steak on that side has changed colour, it's time to turn that baby over. Oh, look at that. Looking awesome. Right then guys, next step is what we're going to do is we're going to stick our fork in the steak and we're going to turn it on its side where the fat is, and we're going to push that down. Because what we want to do, we're going to seam the fat and we want to render it down. Okay guys, that's what we're going to do now is we're going to put this on the plate and we're going to put a layer of tin foil over the top to keep the heat in. We're going to move this off a second and we're going to turn the heat down to a medium heat on the pan. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some olive oil in here so that we can do our asparagus and our mushrooms. See the smoke? And we'll put that down there. And put our mushrooms in. Okay guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to dish this up. And there you are guys, steak, asparagus and mushrooms. You could slice the steak up if you want and let it settle, do whatever you want to do. But there you are, I can't wait to eat this. I hope you enjoy it too. Right then guys, well if you want to get more recipes like that and meal plans to help you with your type 2 diabetes and an exercise regime so that you can deal with that insulin resistance, then click on the description below and that's going to take you to a website and I'll send you a video or webinar of the 3 steps our clients take to reduce their blood sugar, and also tell you more about our program, how much it costs, what's involved and everything like that. Hopefully I'll see you in there. Now I'm going to stick some more videos here on food for type 2 diabetics, and remember, you're not a number, you're a rhino. Now charge!